Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the national cybersecurity strategy for Qatar. Just a little intro about the Qatar. It's a very small state. However, it's quite a wealthy state in the Middle East, which has hosted recently 2022 FIFA World Cup, making it the only country in the region to have hosted such a mega event. And according to World Economic Forum 2020 report, Qatar comes at number 9 in the top 10 countries with highest ICT adoption rate. Qatar has invested significantly in ICT systems to support economic growth and development, particularly in critical sectors like financial industry, utilities suppliers, government, healthcare. So, in short, the country has also prioritized cyber safety and security as a key program in the National ICT Plan 2015, which aims to improve connectivity and create an economy based on advanced technology solutions and services. So, let's dive right into it. So, some of the steps that they have taken in their digital transformation journey: the National Vision 2030, which serves as a guiding framework that outlines the future directions, aspirations, and cultural values of the Qatari people. It offers a glimpse into the choices available to Qatar as a society and inspires the development of common goals for the future. Of course, the vision focuses on the long term outcomes for the entire country rather than specific processes to achieve those outcomes. It provides the foundation for the formulation of national strategies and implementation plans. So, the national vision foresees development through four interconnected pillars: human development, social development, economic development, and environmental development. The other plan is from 2015, that's the National ICT Plan, that builds on the significant progress that Qatar had made over the past several years since ICT Qatar, the country's telecommunication regulator and the ICT champion, was established. The ambitious plan reaffirmed the government's commitment to accelerate Qatar's efforts toward creating a vibrant ICT sector that supported the development of knowledge economy and empowered the people to use ICT in their daily lives. Another great document was the National Insurance Information Assurance Policy, which enhanced the legislative framework and built a robust foundation for cybersecurity. E-government strategy, let's talk about it. It was in 2020 that delivered and many benefits to the customers through better services and to the government through administrative efficiency, which led to better outcomes for the nation. To boost the cybersecurity efforts in the country and ensuring all government and private entities were on the same page, the Prime Minister of Qatar formed a National Cybersecurity Committee in 2013. It was responsible for the enhancement of cybersecurity posture in the country to protect the critical infrastructure, private sector, and government entities from cyber threats. It has also initiated different programs to increase local cyber talent by promoting cyber education, trainings, and including them into the cyber force. One such program is the CIIP program, Cybersecurity Educational Curriculum, and then they have National Cybersecurity Strategy. They introduced this to safeguard the critical infrastructure and ensuring the necessary legal frameworks and regulations are in place and increasing cyber capabilities to promote the culture of cybersecurity within the country. So basically, this strategy lays out the necessary foundation, which becomes the basis of several initiatives by providing the fundamental principles and values. So today we are going to discuss about the National Cybersecurity Strategy. We'll start from the structure. The structure of the document is organized by in such a way that initially they talk about the threats and challenges, generic threats that are prevalent in the Middle East and they could prove to be detrimental for the national security of Qatar. In addition to this, they talk about the challenges that the fast growing and always evolving environment presents. The challenges include lack of cybersecurity expertise, supply chain, lack of cyber awareness. Then they talk about the vision, how the Qatar is approaching it, what are the different strategic initiatives that will be taken to make the progress towards meeting those the objectives. Then they have a plan of action and the implementation approach. So let's talk about the threats and challenges. So given the advancement by Qatar in ICT field, cyber attacks on Qatar's critical infrastructure, particularly the attack on liquefied natural gas suppliers in Qatar by Shamoon virus in 2012, the Syrian Electronic Army also targeted Qatar's infrastructure and internet services by posting propaganda on Al Jazeera news channel to support the Syrian president. Naturally, as a response to defend its national entities, Qatar launched the Qatar National Cybersecurity Strategy, which of course aims to enhance the cybersecurity capabilities of the country and build a resilient and secure cyberspace. When talking about the threats, hacktivists, advanced persistent threats, cybercrime syndicates, and malicious insiders. They are quite significant threats in the realm of cybersecurity because hacktivists are motivated by ideological or political causes, which we can see in the case of attack on Al Jazeera news website or in the support of the Syrian president. Moving forward, cybercrime syndicates engage in various illegal activities such as data breaches, financial fraud, and identity theft for financial gain. Malicious insiders pose a unique threat as an individual within the organization who abuse their authorized access to the system's data or the networks. Well, the cybersecurity landscape is faced with several critical challenges. With a shortage of qualified professionals to meet the growing demand for cybersecurity expertise, organizations struggle to hire and retain skilled persons, highlighting the need for investment in the cybersecurity education, training programs, and career development. Additionally, information sharing constraints hinder the establishment of trusted networks and frameworks that encourage the responsible information sharing. The cherry on top is the executive leadership that plays a crucial role in driving the efficient and effective cybersecurity strategies, but they must understand the business imperative of the cybersecurity and actively engage in the decision making, risk management, and prioritization of the investments. Let's get into the cybersecurity strategy and talk about vision. The vision is establish and maintain a secure cyberspace to safeguard national interests and preserve the fundamental rights and values of Qatar society. The statement emphasizes the importance of establishing and maintaining a secure cyberspace to protect the national interests and preserve fundamental rights and values in Qatar. It highlights the need for a holistic approach balancing security and privacy considerations. The successful implementation of this objective requires ongoing commitment, collaboration, and addressing the evolving nature of cyber threats. Because safeguarding national interests in cyberspace is, of course, crucial for the stability, security, and prosperity of any country. It will include protecting critical infrastructure, government systems, sensitive information, and the private entities as well. One point to highlight is that reference to preserving the fundamental rights and values of Qatar society. This indicates a commitment to protecting individual privacy, freedom of expression, and other democratic principles in the digital realm. Then, after vision, the aims and goals of the National Cybersecurity Strategy are documented in the form of objectives. For example, safeguard the national critical information infrastructure, respond to resolve and recover from cyber incidents and attacks through timely information sharing, collaboration, and action. establish a legal regulatory framework to enable a safe, vibrant cyberspace, foster a culture of cybersecurity that promotes safe and appropriate use of cyberspace, develop and cultivate national cybersecurity capabilities. So, starting from the critical information infrastructure, we talk about how to respond to those events, how to ensure that we have legal and regulatory framework that helps as a guideline to enable a safe and appropriate use of cyberspace. Let's talk about objectives one by one. Safeguarding national information infrastructure. The risks to the critical assets and critical infrastructure must be mitigated and controlled by the government and private partners by adopting necessary controls to prevent, detect, and defend from the cyber attacks. Qatari government has taken initiatives to improve their detection capabilities to ensure early detection of threats, timely threat sharing mechanisms, and incident response efforts, which leads to the second objectives, where it says respond to, resolve, and recover from the cyber incidents. More of cyber resiliency. The need for situational awareness to detect, respond, and recover from incidents is now more than ever high. This objective suggests that regulators and the critical sector organizations should have the necessary means to share threat intelligence and observe network communication to increase visibility and provide an early warning system. When it comes to legal and regulatory framework, the Qatari government recognizes that the need for a comprehensive set of laws, regulations, and security policies is at all levels to address the evolving cyber threat landscape and protect organizations as well as individuals, which naturally leads toward the culture of cybersecurity that promotes safe and appropriate use of cyberspace. Cybersecurity campaigns are being run to increase the awareness of people about privacy, cybersecurity in the culture. The main aim is to enable people to differentiate the cyber threats, phishing emails, and any other attacks from normal operations. Lastly, develop and cultivate national cybersecurity capabilities. Qatar aims to build and maintain a competent cyber workforce which has enough technical knowledge to understand and respond to cyber incidents. So, after objectives, the strategic initiatives are the ones which will actually lay out exactly the plan that how those objectives will be met. What are the actions that will be taken? For example, the first objective, safeguarding the national critical information infrastructure. To make progress when it comes to strategic initiatives, to make progress towards the objective, Qatar outlined several key actions. Firstly, the country will conduct a thorough assessment of the risk to critical information infrastructure, identifying potential vulnerabilities and threats. So this that is done, this will provide a comprehensive understanding of the risks involved. Secondly, Qatar will also implement cybersecurity controls and standards to mitigate the identified risks to the infrastructure. These controls and standards will enhance the security and resilience of critical infrastructure against cyber threats. Additionally, Qatar will analyze cybersecurity trends and threats specifically targeting critical infrastructure. This analysis will help in identifying emerging risks and stay up to date with evolving cyber threats. Second objective, where we talk about the incident response, the country will enhance and maintain situational awareness capabilities, ensuring a comprehensive understanding to the cyber threat landscape. Every attack may not be detrimental for you. Every attack should not be responded back. We only need to be worried about those attacks which have anything to do with the current organization which we are trying to defend. Furthermore, Qatar aims to reduce cyber infections within the critical infrastructure by implementing robust security measures and best practices. This includes deploying advanced security controls and technologies to prevent and detect cyber threats. Third objective is to establish a legal and regulatory framework to enable a safe and vibrant cyberspace. Qatar has outlined several key actions. Firstly, the country aims to increase its capabilities to combat cybercrime. This involves enhancing resources, expertise, and technology to effectively investigate and prosecute cyber criminals. Secondly, Qatar will develop and implement laws, regulations, and national policies specifically designed to address cybersecurity and cybercrime. These legal frameworks aim to provide a solid foundation for combating cyber threats, ensuring accountability, and establishing guidelines for responsible behavior in cyberspace. By taking these actions, Qatar aims to strengthen its overall cybersecurity posture, combat cybercrime effectively, and ensure compliance with cybersecurity laws and regulations. Additionally, the country's commitment to building international relationships demonstrates a proactive approach in fostering a secure and cooperative cyberspace based on established norms and standards. Fourth objective is in order to make progress, firstly, the country aims to enhance cybersecurity awareness across society using multiple channels. This involves implementing comprehensive awareness campaigns that educate individuals about the risks and best practices for cybersecurity. Qatar seeks to encourage individuals to use cyber safety tools and solutions to protect themselves against cyber threats. Because by integrating cybersecurity into educational curriculum, Qatar aims to equip the younger generation with the necessary knowledge and skills to navigate the digital world safely and responsibly. And the last is develop and cultivate national cybersecurity capabilities. The country aims to develop and maintain a professional cybersecurity workforce. This involves investing in training, education, and skill development programs to cultivate a skilled, knowledgeable workforce capable of addressing the evolving cyber threats. Qatar seeks to foster business opportunities and strengthen the competitiveness of the cybersecurity industry in both the public and private sectors. This includes creating a conducive environment for cybersecurity companies. Through these actions, Qatar aims to build a robust cybersecurity ecosystem by developing a skilled force, fostering business opportunities, and investing in research and innovation. So, how are they going to implement? So, the strategy also offers three simple rules, guiding principles. The guiding principle number one would be the government will lead the way. The Qatari government will be on the center of all the activity by taking necessary steps in implementing cybersecurity requirements, safeguarding requirements, information systems and networks, and adopting new technologies to support the economy. Second is that the cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. The Qatari government believes that the cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility, including private and public entities, small and medium businesses, relevant institutions, or anybody. Let it be in an individual. Every stakeholder has their role in ensuring the security of the overall ecosystem. The government must ensure that the protection of its information, people, process, and technology by securing the network and systems. Lastly, the fundamental rights and values will be preserved. The security and privacy of a personal or private information are interconnected, and Qatar intends to implement one policy and initiatives that uphold societal values and expectations in cyberspace, while of course complying with relevant laws and regulations. The second point is the governance, and lastly, the performance monitoring. So this is the implementation approach where they have provided the guiding principles that will be used while implementing this national strategy. I hope you liked the information and you learned something. If you did, please feel free to recommend our videos to your friends and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.